Hi everyone, it's Claire from scrappynerduk and welcome to a video about distress oxides and cataloguing these. So I have a catalogue that I have started for my supplies, and I'm going to show that in another video at some stage, but I wanted to touch on the distress oxides today. I shared this recently over on Instagram, and if you're not following me there, then I will leave that is in the description box down below for you, so please head on over to my Instagram and give me a little follow there as well. But I did post this on Instagram a few weeks ago, and this is a distress oxide printable chart that you can get on the Ranger website. I am going to leave this linked in the description box down below for you as well, so you can go ahead and grab this. It's a free printable and it has actually got the newest colour on as well. So I use this to have a catalogue of what distress inks I have, so I can not only see which ones I have, so if I'm looking to buy a new one, I can refer back to this to make sure I haven't already bought it, of course, but also I can quickly see what colours I have and what is going to work best for the layout that I am making. So I thought I would go ahead and actually print off a new one because it has all of the newest colours on. So you can see here, this one that I printed a while ago was only, I think there's 3 more that have been added since, including the newest colour, saltwater taffy. So this does appear to be updated quite quickly. So the only issue that obviously you have is this will change every time a new colour gets added. Now what you can do is just add the colours names into the boxes and just carry on. I would imagine at some stage this is going to become a 2-page document because obviously as more colours come out, they're not going to be able to add them all onto this. So this one here, there are 2 versions of this printable. One is the this one that I have here. This is actually done in rainbow order. So as I stamp these out, you will see that these are done in rainbow order. There is another one as well that you can download, and again both of them will be linked down below for you. The other one is alphabetical order, so if you prefer to categorize your distress oxides by their name rather than by their color, there's also the alphabetical one available for you as well. So I'm going to move this one out of the way because I'm actually going to stamp out on this one. I'm going to start a fresh one because I've actually added quite a few new ones to my collection recently. So what I do is I grab a stamp, and I tend to use this little star stamp, which is from the Shimel Head in the Clouds collection, and I just think it's got a nice solid cut, a nice solid edge, so I can see. Now you can get, you could do a circle stamp. If you have a circle stamp, it just needs to be small enough, obviously, to fit in these boxes. So the stamp choice is completely up to you. You could equally pop the colour onto a spare bit of cardstock and just punch it out and add that on instead. So whatever you'd like to do, but this stamp here is great, and I love a little bit of a star. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start with a couple of the newest ones that I've got. So this one is Villainous Potion, and I'm just going to start adding these onto this sheet, and I'm going to work my way through my oxide, my distress oxides. So first of all, where are you, Villainous Potion? So if it's purple, it's going to be somewhere down here. Here it is. So I'm not too worried about stamping them all in the same order or in the same direction. And I'm going to do a cheeky, and I know I probably shouldn't do this, it's really bad for stamps, please don't copy me. I'm just going to use a wet wipe to take that ink off. I do have a stamp cleaning tool somewhere in this craft room, but I just don't have it to hand at the moment. One of the other new ones that I've bought is the Victorian Velvet, which I have a newfound love for, and I seem to be getting ink absolutely everywhere today. So with this being a pink, it's either going to be at the top somewhere, or it's going to be down here. Let's see where they've put it. Victorian Velvet, so it's going in with the purples. Lovely. Now, oxides do change colour, so you need to leave them to oxidize, and then you will get the true colour on this. I would say, I don't know how long it takes to actually oxidize, but I would say that within a couple of hours you are going to see that true colour, probably not even as long as that. Perhaps I'll do a little bit of research and find out how long they actually take to oxidize. This is one of my new favourites as well. I've got a lot of new favourites at the moment. This one's weathered wood, and this one is a grey. So where are you, weathered wood? Are we going... I'm not sure where they've put weathered wood. Oh, here it is. It's in with the blues, but it's definitely a grey. It's a nice grey colour. There we go. Like I said, I'm not being too precious. If I don't have the perfect stamped impression, I'm not too worried. And then we have chipped sapphire. That's going to be in the blues, so that is going to be somewhere around here as well. Green, blue, chipped sapphire. Here we go. Just stamping that out. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get any colour transfer from one ink to the next. And let's carry on with the others. It would be it would make more sense for me to do the lighter colours first, just so in case I do get any colour transfer, but I'm okay with that. So seedless preserves is in here, and I call this Distress Oxide Bingo, because I'm always excited to see if I end up with a whole line of colours. Now, it does become very obvious what colours I steer away from when doing this, and I am not surprised at all that most of the greens are missing, but it does help you to then have a look at those greens to see if there's any that you think that would be a nice addition to your collection that you would work with. So that is that one, and then I'm just going to work my way through. I'm probably going to put this video on fast forward just whilst I finish this off, and then we'll take a look at it at the end. And I've also got another download that I found on the website as well that I'll share with you also, which I've printed out. And stay right where you are whilst I finish this off, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I have now finished stamping out all of my distress colours, and I always love a pretty wet wipe after I've done something like this. So this is now my list of all of my distress oxides that I have. And as I said, you can very quickly see where you are missing staple colours. This doesn't mean that you need to collect all of the distress oxides, but it does help you document the ones that you have. So you can very quickly see that I don't have any greens really. I did get this in a kit from the weekend, so it does make me realise that I don't have many greens, and I think that I want to rectify that. I want to get a couple that I'm going to be happy with, and because I have a gap between the colours, and yeah, I need to look at that. But I don't need all of the greens because I won't use all of the greens, but I want to go and have a look at a couple that I might want to pick up. And it also made me very aware that I have none of the lighter, creamier colours. Now, I'm not going to use the browns and the creams and stuff like that as much, so there's a lot of these that I will not get, but I'm thinking there are a couple in here that I may want that will help me with with my scrapbooking layout. So this is the printable. As I said, I'm going to leave this linked down below along with the alphabetical one if that is more of a preference. Now also I'm going to leave this link down below. They also provide colour palette labels as well. So again, this is up to date with actually I'm interested, they actually have a picket fence box. I assume not, because picket fence is white, but no, it's fine. I just had an absolute funny thought there then. So yeah, they have these colour palette labels. Now you can print this out on label paper, the printable paper, the printable sticky paper, and actually cut these out and just stick them onto the side of your distress inks, and then you can quickly see what colours you're working with, because I always find the colours on here don't always represent the colour you're actually going to be left with. So out of interest, let me just see how close the lid colour matches. So this one is fossilised amber. See, this is much lighter than what this is coming out, and it's very difficult because obviously these are the colours from a printer. But I did have a look at one of the colours. I looked at the Victorian Velvet, and that colour that's printed on there compared to the layout that I used, the ink that I used the other day on the layout, the colour's identical. So you can either print these out and then just stick them on the side of your inks, because I do store mine on their side. And the tins, the storage tins are on their side in the tins as well. So you could do that, or you could just again ink a bit of colour on a bit of printer paper, a bit of sticky paper, and then punch that out and then just add it onto the side. So those are just a couple of ideas to help you if you are building up your stash of distress oxides. And this is always a good idea to do with your other inks as well. And as I said, I will be sharing with you my my Bible, my craft room chronicle, as I'm calling it, to show you how I log and catalogue my my other inks as well. So I hope you have found this useful, and please go ahead and get that printable that's linked down below if you wish. So thank you very much for joining me today. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you're new here, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel. It's free, you know, these videos are all free for you to watch. And there's plenty more plenty more content on my channel from previous as well. So please feel free to go and have a look at some other videos, and I will leave a couple of those linked on screen for you now. And I will see you all again next time. Bye for now.